Hello Year 3 and 4, it's Miss Hull here and I'm going to go through the last writing activity of the half term with you. Throughout the whole half term you have been studying the different continents that make up our world. You've studied 6 so far, so there's only one left, and that is Antarctica. And that is what your writing is based on this week. Let's take a look at your spellings. Year 3, yours are regular, rain, remember, sentence, separate, special, straight, strange, strength, and suppose. Year 3, you might want to make sure you understand all of those words, especially rain, because that's a different spelling to one you might have seen in the past. It's a homophone, and maybe you could find out what the meaning is of that version of the word rain. Year 4, your spellings are homophones again. You have seen and seen, there, and there, weather, weather, whose and whose, which and which. Keep practicing your spellings and make sure you understand the meanings of each spelling so you use them correctly in your writing. Okay, Year 3 and 4, your task this week is to write a diary entry, imagining that you are exploring Antarctica. And whilst exploring, you have come across this amazing sculpture. I know that all of Year 3 and 4 have studied Antarctica when they were in Year 3. I know that you have studied Shackleton experience, so you know about harsh conditions, and I know you have looked a little bit at Roald Edmondson. You also have in your learning packs a reading task linked to him too, which will all help you come up with an amazing diary entry. You have no idea how this sculpture got there, or how it was carved in such harsh conditions. You find it mesmerising and intriguing, and you decide to write your diary entry describing what you can see and how it makes you feel. To help you generate some ideas, your learning pack includes 2 ways to plan for your diary entry. The first one asks you to annotate the image. If you remember rightly, annotating is where you write notes around the image. You can just start with things that you notice. She has cupped hands around her face. That's strange. I wonder why that could be. Large blocks of snow and ice are used to form hair, and it looks quite jagged and rugged rather than it being smooth and sleek. I wonder why that could be. And there does seem to be a boundary fence, and whilst I was looking I thought, maybe it's to stop people coming in, but maybe it's also to keep her there. Maybe she's trapped. You have a think and annotate the image as you would like. The second way for you to generate ideas is by using a census circle to develop your description. We've done this a lot now, so I'm going to leave it up to you. But remember, your 5 senses are sight, hearing, smell, taste and touch. All of those you could use in your diary entry to give some great description. Okay, so if you're planning your diary entry, you need to think about organising the information you will include and think about where to put it so it will help the flow of your writing. Remember, diary entries are written in the first person. So in paragraph 1, it's probably important to add a little bit of information as to why you're in Antarctica. Also, the first impression you got when you found this sculpture, what you saw, and how you felt when you approached it. Within paragraph 1, there's then a lot of opportunities for you to include your GPS skills and really show us your flair for writing. Make sure you understand how to use nouns, adjectives, verbs and adverbs effectively. Also use conjunctions to differentiate the length of your sentences and keep your reader interested. And expand noun phrases. Remember, that's adjective, adjective, noun. I'm sure you can think of lots for this picture. That also leaves you with the other paragraphs. And in those other paragraphs you can include other skills, such as similes, metaphors, inner thought, so what you were thinking when you saw the sculpture for the first time, and adverbial openers. Certainly year 4 you can have a go at adverbial openers. Year 3 I'd be impressed if you did too. And finally, here are my top tips. Remember you are writing in first person. So for example, you'll be using a lot of I, me, we, my, myself. Start with Dear Diary and write in chronological order. I know year 4 you're getting good at remembering that is time order. For example, as the sun rose this morning, later that day, I. You're thinking about what happened when and starting at the beginning of your day. Always remember to show off your writing skills. You've got them, so add them in and you can edit and change if you're not happy. Use description and use emotions to really help with this as well. Most of all, make sure you enjoy your writing. The staff will be looking at the emails all week, even though you're not in school. We are still working, and so we'll be taking a look. We're really looking forward to seeing your diary entries, and we really hope you have a lovely last week of your home learning. Make sure over summer you keep yourself safe. Make sure you still follow the guidelines and the guidance that are being set out by the government, and we'll hope to see you all back properly in September. Thank you for joining in with us with our home learning. It's been lovely learning this way, if a little bit strange. I hope you have a lovely summer. Bye!